Welcome back to Emporio's Financial Literacy Series. My name is Lauren, and today I will be covering credit scores. Let's get started. In this lesson, I will talk through what a credit score is, what affects your credit score, how to check your credit score, and finally, how to boost it. Then I will take a quick look at next time's topic, which is credit versus debit and credit cards. Okay, first, the main question. What is a credit score, or as it is sometimes referred to, a FICO score? According to Investopedia, a credit score is a three-digit number that rates your credit worthiness. In other words, a credit score is a single number that represents your credit behavior and history at a certain snapshot in time. This is not to be confused with a credit report, which is a written statement of your credit history. Lenders will reference your score to predict how much risk there is in letting you borrow from them and ensure that you will be able to pay them back. The credit score they are seeing is measured on a scale of 300 to 850, 300 being the absolute lowest and 850 being the absolute best option. Any number between 750 and 800 is considered a good, solid credit score, and anything above 800 is considered great. If your score is below 750, and honestly, even if it's above, it's a good idea to see what is affecting your credit score and how to check it, which is what I will discuss next. All right. There are 5 main components that affect your credit score. However, it is important to note that they are each weighted differently. The first and most important contributor to your credit score, which accounts for 35% of it, is your payment history. Paying on time and consistently is vital. Making late payments can dent your scores, and the longer you wait, the worse they will affect you. Secondly, 30% of your score is determined by your credit utilization. According to NerdWallet, credit utilization is the amount of your credit limit that you use expressed as a percentage. The recommended credit utilization number is no more than 30% of available credit, or your credit limit. For example, if you have a credit limit of $100, then you shouldn't exceed $30 of that credit. The next factor is the length of your credit history, which affects about 15% of your FICO score. The longer you keep your credit account open, the better. Another factor, though it only accounts for 10% of your score, is the variety of credit types that you use. Lenders like to see a good mix of installment accounts, which have a decided number of equal payments like your mortgage, and credit card accounts. Okay, and the last 10% of your credit score is affected by new credit, as the applications made to credit companies, who then inquire on your score, will temporarily reduce it. It is important to note, however, that you checking your credit report and credit score have no negative effect. Only official inquiries can reduce it, and that is only temporary. It is a good financial health habit to check your credit report and score annually, and how to do so is what I will be discussing next. So, where can you find your credit report and score? Well, you are entitled to one free credit report from each of the 3 major credit bureaus, TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, every 12 months. To access this, you must visit www.annualcreditreport.com. However, there are also other sites like Credit Karma and LifeLock, just to name a couple, that can also help you find this information. Now, since you know what a credit score is, what affects it, and how to manage and check it, let's talk about how to boost it. Many of the best ways to boost your score will sound pretty familiar, since they are centered around the factors that affect your credit score, which I touched on earlier. So it probably won't be surprising that making consistent, on-time payments is one of the best ways to boost your score. Another way you could increase your score is to make larger payments towards eliminating your credit card debt. You could get a debt consolidation loan or start using a debt repayment strategy. Additionally, you can dispute any inaccurate info on your credit report. Check your accounts for fraud and your reports for mistakes, as these oversights could be costing your credit score dearly. If you use these tips and do everything in your power to monitor the factors affecting your credit score, it will improve by leaps and bounds. In the next video, I'm going to discuss the difference between credit and debit accounts and take a deeper dive into credit card basics. Here are the sources that I used for this video. As always, if you have any further questions or are interested in going deeper into this topic, please check out these websites. Thank you for joining me today. Hopefully, this video has taught you something new about your credit score and will help you on your financial health journey.